All right, first up, Garuda Aerospace. It's a leading drone company in the country, and they've actually unveiled the first exclusive drone showroom. It's a one of a kind in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. We've got Agnishwar Jayaprakash, who's the founder and CEO at Garuda Aerospace, now joining in. Thanks so much for taking time out. Now, tell us a little bit more about this showroom of yours. I believe there's realistic drone flying experiences via VR goggles that one can use.
So India's most valuable drone startup, Garuda Aerospace, is extremely proud and excited to present the first ever drone showroom exclusively for Made in India drones manufactured by Garuda Aerospace. We were the first ever dual DGCA certified drone company. So we have drones all the way ranging from 250 grams upwards to heavy category drones up to 30 kilograms as well. And what our vision was when we came up with this exclusive drone showroom was to enable users to have the experience to come and not just see, touch, feel, but also actually simulate a real world experience of how you can fly a drone. You will have your VR goggles as well. So even in an indoor scenario and a setting, you will be able to simulate a real world live drone flying experience. And I think that was a very important key factor in terms of progressing the overall drone revolution that is happening in our country. And we're very happy to be the first ones to introduce such a novel concept in India.
And you're also looking to, sell 50,000 agricultural and consumer drones over the next few years. What's the game plan on that front?
Absolutely. Garuda Aerospace in the last couple of years has sold over 2,500 drones, predominantly in the precision agricultural drone segment because it is the highest utilization of drones in our country. It has also been backed by a lot of progressive government policies in terms of the Namo Drone Didi, where 15,000 drones are going to be procured and given to self-help groups. And also, a study says that India has over 2.5 lakh consumer drones, the drones which are meant for videography, surveillance, photography, hobby flying, what you see in marriages, events, and sports events and such. So we felt that, our consumer drone, which is Droney, is very capable, and we launched it on Amazon, and we saw extremely good reviews, and that's the reason why we felt that the showroom would have these two products primarily, but there's a lot of other products as well in terms of structural damage assessment drones, FPV drones, which are under 250 grams. So it's very light and easy to use. And I believe that as per our predictions, 50,000 drones over the next couple of years is the target that we would intend to sell, but not just from a traditional we felt that most manufacturers sell through dealers, distributor channels, and they don't have their own stores or showrooms. And I thought that that's very important that we try out traditional methods as well so that people can actually look, touch, feel, and see and experience these drones before they start introducing them onto the field and start flying them.
What is the timeline then when it comes to your IPO? Can you give us a sense as to what the latest update is?
I think Garuda Aerospace has been extremely successful in garnering a number of clientele over the last 4 to 5 years. We have served over 450 clients. We've offered 45 different types of services throughout the country, especially in the last 8 months when we executed the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, where our drones were in 1.2 lakh gram panchayats across the country. We currently have a market dominance in the precision agricultural drone segment, where 55% of all drones in the country are Garudas. 25% of all drones overall belong to Garuda Aerospace. So with that market dominance, we have considered going public. Hopefully by next year. We are still in talks with a lot of investors to raise one large Series B rounds. And post that, I believe that Garuda will be equipped to go public because the markets have rewarded high tech, any emerging technology companies. And also you've seen a lot of other drone companies attempting to go public, a lot of strategic investments that have come into this space. So the drone sector is heating up. And in fact, we've done over 110 crores of revenue this year. We've been profitable for the last 3 years. and we aim to hit at least 300 to 350 crores in revenue next year. So we believe that everything is in favor for us to go public next year, but hopefully the markets as well as our pre-IPO and IPO bankers will also help us in making that decision.
Right, and you're also looking at an expansion across different cities. You want to, really revolutionize the way drones are perceived. So, what's the game plan for expansion? What will you do to empower a wider audience about this?
The first ever exclusive drone showroom in Chennai was such a monumental hit. We had the Vice Chancellor of Anna University come and inaugurate it, and we've actually sold out all the drones that were in the showroom because obviously Mahendra Singh Dhoni is also our investor and brand ambassador. So that being said, our focus is on Bangalore and the major metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Hyderabad in the next 3 to 4 months. And post which we believe that at least 25 to 30 cities in the first phase, 6 to 8 months. And we already have a very, very good dealer distributor network in 400 districts for our agricultural drones. So we intend to also start cross-selling our consumer drones in these districts and in rural India as well. Traditionally, consumer drones are more for the urban market and the agricultural drones are for the rural market. But I feel that there's going to be a lot of cross-selling. Apart from that, we've also established good global connections. We started exporting drones. We've also, very close in terms of inking strategic partnerships in US and in Europe for our global expansion plans. So very, very interesting times ahead for Garuda Aerospace. And I believe that being an asset light, recession proof, and a unit economic focused business model has enabled us to expand tremendously, not just domestically, but globally as well.
Sure, and you're also exporting drones around 100 countries. Tell us a little bit more in terms of the number, what the timeline is, how many countries you're looking at.
So we felt that we have initially identified about 50 countries where we foresee Indian drones are really causing major disruption and disrupting several multi-billion-dollar industries like precision agriculture, Industry 4.0, structural damage assessment, and defense. If you see most wars and surveillance is, you would definitely have drones playing a major part in it. We are very focused on national security drones, and in fact, very recently we launched our border security drone called as Trishul, and it is really fascinating that not just India but the rest of the world are forcibly adopting drone technology for a variety of different use cases and applications. The trick and key is that at Garuda Aerospace we have focused a lot on our tech stack. We have enhanced the manners in which you can control these drones for multi-purpose applications. We do not want one drone to just do one application. We want one drone to do multiple different applications, and it should be a lot more autonomous in nature. In fact, Garuda Aerospace's drones are 80% autonomous, and it has a lot of data processing, AI and ML features that we are embedding onto the drones to make it far more advanced. So this is also attracting a lot of global customers. So initially 50 countries is what we have targeted, and we hope to sell at least 20 to 25,000 drones in the next couple of years and export them and ensure that India is transforming into a global drone hub by 2030.
And given that the overall drone industry is estimated at about $7 billion, are you looking at further investments? How do you plan to scale up? And what's your long-term vision?
Absolutely. I think we are looking at a Series B investment. It should be a very, very large check size, probably the largest in India. And then, of course, whenever Garuda does go IPO, which is hopefully in the next year and maybe 18 months' time, it will definitely be the largest drone IPO in the country. Before then, if we hit the unicorn status, great, but we don't chase valuations. We feel that being a consumer and a customer funded growth company, our focus has always been in designing and providing cutting edge advanced drone solutions for our clients, either as a product or as a service, that the profits from these sales alone will help us to grow. We have never been a consumer, I mean, we've never been an investor funded growth company raising those hundreds and 200s of millions of dollars and chasing growth at all costs. So we've been a fundamentally sound business model, and that is the reason why Garuda has grown tremendously year in and year out, 3x over the last 4 years. So we feel that in the next 18 months' time, Garuda will not just dominate in India, but we will also be a formidable company in terms of tech and also data intelligence globally. And we hope that we have the blessings of the government as well as a lot of our investors who are keen on expanding drone technology throughout the world.
All right, good to have you on board. Thanks so much for joining in.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.